Welcome back, everyone, to more Betrayal of Krondor. Alright. We just got out of the crazy mines there using the vapor mask. And now we need to head back to our Mengar. And talk to Ermelin. Obkar arrived here shortly before you and described a pair, a human boy and Gorath of the Ardenian. I was going to keep the reward myself, but he insisted you were deserving of it. He is as reputable as I have heard of him. It could also be that he wished to save your life. Save your blade for someone more deserving. I'll pay your fee, 200 gold and not a royal more. Food in our bellies and bed to rest on. An acceptable exchange for a man's life. Our business is at an end, Ermelin. Good fortune and health to you. Alright, that's the end of that side quest. That is, as far as I know, the only side quest for Chapter 4. Turn down the music to 25%, so hopefully that is better. If you still can't hear me, or if the music still is dominant over my alpha voice, then let me know. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's fucking not. How dare you be louder than the goddamn game hoarder? That takes balls. I'm the loudest in the fucking room, too, bitch. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Got some gold back. Let's continue on the main questicle. Which is game order fucking rules. Bitch! Getting down to the south side here of this area. Oh, looky here, we have a fight. You poor bastards. I'll make you blind too. I'm not sure we need to do this, but in case we do need to rest up here a little bit. Let's schwack this motherfucker. Schwack! Oh no, Gorath is good. Let's practice our archery. Oh! And now's a good time to grab armor when we're so close. Fucking grab it all. I don't give a shit. Make room. Make room, bitch. Yeah, we should give Owen a bunch of shit. You don't wave off that naphtha. Biatch. Oh, yeah. Smart ass. If we weren't so broke, I'd say don't worry about it, but we're broke. Owen swallowed hard. The Mordhill moss troopers guarding the bridge greeted them with icy stares as they approached. "No one shall pass this point without word from Morelf," threatened one of the guards. "Do you know the password?" Gorath shook his head. The guard eyed him suspiciously, then motioned Owen. "Mercenary friend is a bit lean, don't you think? He's only a stripling." Without dropping his gaze, Gorath replied, "He is no mercenary, but a spy sent from the kingdom to steal secrets from the Six. He has told me where the other soldiers are waiting in the hills. The Six told me I am to go find if the boy is telling the truth." The god didn't even hesitate. "The Six have no authority to tell you to do so. Only Morelf can authorize passage across this span. Now leave the both of you before we run you through." Alright, so we know we need a password. You can actually fight this battle, but let's go see if we can go get the password here. We're gonna have to cast "And the Light Shall Lie." The guards at the Krondor bridge have turned back goods stolen from the kingdom. We need the password for the day to authorize the movement of goods across the bridge. Where do you go with him? With us. Back to the mustering at Sarsagoth. The supplies are desperately needed there. Many hungry soldiers to feed. My soldiers are hungry. You have new orders. You are to stop in Harlech with the shipment before proceeding north. We shall take what is needed. I don't believe Delican will be too pleased. Delican be damned. If he likes, he may come here and retrieve the goods himself, but I will take them. Tell the men at the bridge you are the Serpent Slayer. I shall expect the supplies immediately. We shall be your father's servants, and you know how protective he is of what he owns. Farewell, Lord Morelf. However the fuck you say your name. Spell wears off quick. Holy shit, it's my rations! You have the password. Gorath nodded. Serpent Slayers, he said, staring the Moradil guard deep in the fucking eyes. That comes from Morelf himself. Now shall I return and tell him you'll not allow us across? The guard stared hard at them. Very good then. You may pass. They had been recognized. Cursing that they had come so close to slipping past the guard, Gorath warned Owen to prepare for the worst. Been recognized, he shouted. They'll have orders to kick our ass! Oh! Fucking running now. Who's this guy? This guy must be extra hardy. Got some of that dragon plate on or something. Oh, got the one next to him. Can you even shoot that far? I don't think so. Good thing we did not get hit with poison arrows. Fucked our day up. A man approached them, still breathing heavily from their fight. Owen barely managed to wave a greeting at the kingdom soldier, who lumbered towards him. Boy, you're just the luckiest horse son I've ever laid eyes on. If we hadn't heard the commotion down the pass, I think those goblins would have been having noble stew about now. Nearly took out your friend here until I seen that he appeared to be fighting at your side. Now I don't know what you think you're doing in the Northlands with these Morid here. It's very important that you take us to Prince Arutha and shut the fuck up. What? The cold's gotten to you, boy. What makes you think I'm gonna take time off my duties and trot your behind down to Krondor? Prince Arutha isn't in Krondor, dipshit. He's likely still stationed with the Krondorian Lancers just outside of Dimwood, near Sethanon. We need you to escort us to his camp. Why would he be there? And why would he want to see a boy in a Mordhill? The prince just set us to spy on them, all right? They'd never suspect a scrawny 19-year-old boy in a Mordhill, so that's why he sent us. We have information about a planned attack on the kingdom, and it's vital we get this information to him. How do I know you're telling the truth? You don't, but if you don't take us in the Mordhill over on North Warden, do you really think you're going to be able to sleep with yourself? I have to give you one thing. If you're a gambler, you sure don't bid low. Come on, let's get moving. The Dimwoods held him back from here, and Prince won't want to be kept waiting. Let's move. Just get us the hell out of here, Lieutenant. The sooner the better. Evaded capture, and at last we were intercepted by your guards in the Krondor Pass. The journey south to your camp here outside the Dimwood took many long days, but we moved with great haste, as our message is vital. Yes, right here. Right there. And here, and there's a fucking rabbit. We ate that son of a bitch. Very interesting tale, but how do I know a word of it is true? How can I believe that this scroll you have given me is genuine article and not a forgery, trumped up by Delacan? I was very explicit with you before, Gorath. I refuse to act until I have word from Signor James. He told us to give you a message, but it's odd, sire. What exactly did he say? He said to tell you that there's a party at Mother's. And a good time will be had by all. Gods, Laurie and Jimmy used that phrase years ago. All right then, James had just saved the pair of your asses, and me a good portion of grief. Now I must settle down to the matter of finding out what Delacan is thinking. If this report is correct, then the best force he could muster would number at most 2,000 warriors. A pitiful spit in the eye for a castle assault. You believe he has something else in mind? Undoubtedly. As James indicated in his brief note, it would take some spectacular strategy on Delacan's part to take the castle, and honestly, he has never displayed that kind of wit. We faced him before when he was still a field captain for Mamandamus. Wherever he is going, he'll no doubt hit fast and run for high ground. Now, we have to establish where that high ground is. Shall we accompany you to North Warden? No, I have much more important task for you, though I doubt you will find it as exciting. I need you to return to Krondor immediately. Inform Master Magician Pug of the situation. Considering his tactics, I have a feeling Delacan may have a few surprises in store for us. If that bastard brings anything magical to bear, I want to know what it is and how to counteract it. You, leave immediately. All right, welcome to Chapter 5, When Rivers Run Blood. James' breath emerged from his lips as a frosty white cloud. Below him, Signor Locklear negotiated scrub brush as he worked his way up the winding mountain path. He cursed expansively as a thorn bush caught in the chinks of his leg guards, and he paused to throw his friend an exasperated frown. James smiled and then turned to look out over the snowy peaks that marked the boundary of the Mordhill territory. 5 hours after arriving at North Warden, Baron Gabbett had called both he and Locklear into this meeting room. While worried about James's story of the Nighthawks, he was far more concerned what magical advisor had not reported back from investigating possible Mordhill activity. With a large band of Dark Brothers approaching his castle, he feared that the old magician might have fallen into enemy hands. And so reluctantly he asked the two Signors to finish Patch's job. Locklear arrived puffing, his face haloed by mist. I thought I was going to have to come down there and carry you up, James said, grinning. You shouldn't have stayed up all night with that serving girl. I didn't expect to have to get up at the crack-ass of dawn, Locklear growled, yanking a twig from his chainmail. Mounted climbing and armor do not mix. Suddenly the two Signors wheeled to the sound of a horrible mewling.
Mew, mewling.
And if it weren't bad enough, I had to chase you. You made me get rocks in my best shoes. I'm blistered. Know how mad I get when my feet hurt? I get river bottom mud sucking badger whacked mad. Excuse us? Go away, I'm busy right now agitating this here Mordhill. Begging your pardon, but I am Signor James and this here is Signor Locklear. We've been sent by the Baron Gabbett to find you. You are his magical advisor, aren't you? Just Patras, please, I don't ken to titles much. Glad to meet you. I've just been out here trying to get some information about these Morid Hill. They've been getting too close to the castle, and it's making my balls itch. Man can't respectably eat that-a-ways. Have you learned anything about the attack? Only that there's 6 companies of them out here creeping in the woods somewhere, but I don't know exactly where yet. I think they've got their own magicians, too. Magicians? The Baron will be sorry to hear that, I wager. We need to return to the castle. Which way would be quickest? North Warden. Well, that way. Oh, shit. A whole new fucking party. What the balls? Where's all my awesome... Son of a shitball. Oh, no. Man, all my dragon blades gone. Fuck. Alright, starting to wonder if I should have left my armor on my dude. We've got a lightning staff here. With 40 charges. We need to get you some armor, sir. That's not good. Well, let's make a save here. Advantage was lost. Sweet. We got a caster. Oh, the witch is down, bitch. Guy's movement really sucks. Probably better off defending there, sir. Holy shit. Guys do a lot of damage, so it's probably best we take them out. Having no armor does not help. Let's see what spells we got here. Fetters, Skyfire, Evil Seek. He doesn't have as much as Owen. Oh, he doesn't have dragon skin, does he? Nope. No dragon skin, cheeseball. Or we have Despair the Eyes. Oh, fuck. It's because Signal James has no fucking defense. Freeze that bastard. You can't run away now. James blinked. And then he started pillaging armor off of people. Well, that's a hell of a nice two-handed broadsword. Enhanced and +1 blessed type. get that radio fixed up, sir. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, they're giving these guys some advanced weapons. However, we got the greatsword on this. And he's got the rapier blessed type 3, so feeling pretty productive about those two weapons. However, the elven armor is definitely better. I think even in poorer condition. Black Nimbus. Patras has Black Nimbus now. I think we might want to start grabbing weapons just in case we come across a weapon shop here. If I can manage to click on the right bodies. Another battle. Maybe we can get the sneaky. We got the sneaky. We got another witch. Fuck, man. Holy shit. That's not even fucking possible. We just got insta-fucked. Damn, Patras. You got some shit armor, brother. 417. God damn. Dude, once they paralyze a guy, it's fucking... It's game fucking over. Got that evil seek off. That went a lot different. Okay, Locklear is poisoned. Guess what? That's alright. We got heal poison. We got to read Patris's backstory. I don't know that we read anybody's backstory, but... In case we haven't, we'll just do it now. Oh yeah, we read this. I think back when we started, but Patris we haven't read. Before the days of Pug's Academy of Magic at Stardock, Patris was kept busy with the buzzing questions of his young apprentices. Now he finds himself without students, a fact that bothers him more than he cares to admit. From time to time, he is called upon to work some minor magic or another, but few tasks truly challenge his abilities. Although Patris seems addle-brained at times, his is numbered among the most capable magicians in Midkemia. Wrinkled as yesterday's laundry, his face is greatly expressive. Although he is balding, the sides of his head still foster white wisp of hair, and his pointed chin is covered with a haze of beard. He walks with a slight hunch, is still fairly spry for his age, and has no problem keeping up with his younger companions. Of course, now we're all kind of beat up. We could definitely use some rusty rest. Bro, I don't need no normal corals. I can assure you I'm not going to fucking use them. More magical fucking weapons, eh? Boy, I hope we find a weapon shop. There you go, Gramps. Chow down. Oh, key. And neither of these guys is great at armor craft. Anyways, let's go ahead and save because we got quite lucky in that battle. I'm banking on there being a fucking sword. Swordsmith, please. I saw a hole around here somewhere. That means there's enemies close. Let's go back south here. Oh, there's some more baddies. Looks like some more Moored Hill. Those are casters too, man. Get him one shot, Willie. Oh, fuck, that's gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt as much as this. How come I can't shoot it on this guy? What the fuck? Holy shit. Don't fuck with old man Withers. Don't fuck with fucking Mr. Miyagi down here. You guys just got fucking blang-blanged. I'm fucking level 30 blang-blang on you, son. I guess they just give every other, or all the bad guys magic swords in this sumbitch. Look at this. If we can find a swordsmith, we're gonna be fucking rich. I don't want your spoiled ass rations. The path turned. The road before them was well traveled. James saw it, switched back several times before climbing towards the large garrison. North Warden, he said. You think we should go for supplies? Fuck yes! Yes! This motherfucker buys swords! I don't even give a shit. Take it. Wait a minute. Is that better than this guy's? 25, 10, 20. No. Sword of Kinnear. 25 strength, 33 strength. That seems better. We got a ton of these things, though. Yeah. I'm in the money. Yeah, the Sword of Kinnear is a much better swing, but it doesn't have that blessed 3 that this rapier has. That's okay, we can get it blessed. It's enhanced. I don't care about fucking sharpening this shit. You are a terrible weaponsmith. get some dragon plate, but paying for it is just no way. That's icky. Chapel's rumor, and weapons. Armor and weapons. We should probably get that book. I believe we already had this though in chapter 3 from Arlie Steelsoul. I think she gave it to us. All it does is give weapon and armor craft anyways. It doesn't even give us melee damage or anything cool. Alright, we need to start having you do the weapon mending. Warden buys buys the armor too. Buys the gems. Buys all that shit. Fucking love this place. Left as a legacy to North Warden by a baron who cared more about leisure than practicality, the Great Hall was still maintained with a military discipline. No corner of it left unscrubbed or cluttered by the unnecessary.
Seems our time for preparations is at an end. 2 of my field captains were found dead in areas through which a Mordhill strike force would likely come. That leaves me with 1 garrison company and 2 field companies operating under green commanders. That does not make for an advantage in a siege.
What of Duke Martin? I know he was visiting here.
He is already in the field with my rangers. I want you two to work with him to find ways to slow down or stop the oncoming enemy companies. Our scouts have estimated the Mordhill have fielded about 1,500 men.
You have 300 men here in the castle. It's far more than you need to stop that many soldiers.
If there are Nighthawks that have infiltrated my troops, we will likely lose more than field captains before all this is over. We have to assume for the moment that the Mordhill know something that we don't. If we can't even stop half their number, I imagine we can defuse whatever plan it is they have. So many questions before you begin.
Where can we find Duke Martin? Is he in the castle somewhere?
I asked him to stay relatively close to the castle so my guards could find him in instance of an emergency. You'll have to search for him yourself. While you're at it, perhaps you can also find what's become of our minstrel, Tamni.
He may have quit the castle. Minstrels are not noted for their staying power through great battles.
It will work against the morale of men should he remain absent. I want you to find him and use whatever means you have at your disposal to bring him back here, even if you bring him back in chains and a rucksack tied over his head. With the battle coming close to hand, I want nothing to divide the men.
Who's in charge of your guards here? I would be interested in speaking to him.
My guards are hard at work. If you wish to speak to the guards, I can arrange for you to walk guard duty, Signor. Otherwise, I will not have your schedules disrupted. Shall I have Lieutenant Aaron put you on the night watch?
As you don't seem to wish my help, I withdraw the offer.
Duly noted, Signor.
With all that in mind, I think we can probably handle our assignments.
Excellent. I shall be glad to see you in Locklear in action. Patras, you stay with them and help them in any way you can. You are far more familiar with the area, and as lucid at giving directions as any of the rest of my men.
We're off then. We'll come back and report to you later if we find anything important or if Duke Martin sends us. Get it, Locklear, get it. Ooh. We need to fucking heal. Is there a chapel in North Warden? James strolled in the trees. Seeing a suspiciously ordered pile of leaves, he prodded its depths, but was relieved to find that no one had left a trap yet. Still curious, he continued to burrow. He found 2 gold. Shit, this is the best thing in the shop yet. And they got unlimited? Fuck yeah. God damn it, stop doing that. Alright, spend some money to get healed. Fuck it. Seems like a good plan for me. Alright, let's return back to where we started, actually. They were not alone. Locklear's pulse quickened as he saw the lone figure approach, but when it became apparent that they were not being attacked, he relaxed a bit, squinting slightly in an attempt to see who it was about to join them. I knew when I saw Signor Locklear prowling about my Baron Gabbett, you couldn't be far behind. How's my princely brother Arutha? Fine. When I last saw him, he's outside of the Dimwood with a small force waiting for my messengers to reach him. What are you doing so far from Cryde anyways? Brianna, have you hunting rabbits for the ducal stew? No. But soon we four will be hunting far larger game than that. Seems the small wrinkle developing in the Northlands is about to become a kingdom problem if Locklear told me it was correct. I'm just glad to have you two here to lend a hand. Is King Liam going to join the party? Doubtful. This engagement isn't serious enough to warrant bringing the king into it, and he's got his hands full enough with the Keshian Empire. Seems one of our kingdom's ships accidentally mistook one of her empress's imperial frigates as a pirate ship and sunk it with all hands on board. Naturally, Lord Hazra Khan is having a conniption. We'll have to fight out North Warden's battle on our own. What can Locklear and I do? I have most of Baron Gabbett's rangers out checking up on the movements of the enemy, so I'll need you three to give me a hand with various missions. I hope you three are in the mood for a bit of running about. Prince Arutha has told me on several occasions you're about the finest archer he knows. Arutha used to tell his sister, Colleen, that his father was going to rope her to the mainmast of Krondor's Glory so the Quiggins could have target practice when they passed her in the harbor. Doesn't mean it was true. And I wasn't Jimmy the Hand. You're being modest, Duke. So I might be handy with a bow. Why the interest? I was hoping you could give Lockie and I a few pointers. We both could stand to learn a little about how to use the crossbow more effectively. Well, as the Molehill don't seem to be charging down our throats this very minute, I suppose I might be able to teach you a little bit. Martin sighted his crossbow and fired. Feathers drifted from above as the lifeless sparrow crashed through the branches to the ground. A crossbow quirl neatly driven through its head. It had been dead even before it touched the ground. That's incredible, James said. At that range I would have thought it impossible. No, Martin said. His look somewhat enigmatic as he knelt to touch the bird at its feet. I've hit them at twice that distance, so it's merely difficult. Handing his crossbow over first to James and then Lockley, he gave instructions as each attempted similar shots. You've both made some progress. Just keep doing what you're doing today, and you'll both make fine marksmen. So, Baron Gabbett told us we were to report to you until the siege begins. Where do you want us? I was just planning a little fun. Patris, how's your Molehill? Which on you talking about, Duke? The ones I got under my bed, or the one that makes me breakfast in the morning? Amazing. Jimmy, is it? Just me, or does Patris remind you of a certain admiral we both know? I think he and Amos Trask would either love each other or hang one another from a gibbet. I think the Duke meant, how well do you speak, Molehill, Patris? I know perfectly well what you were saying, you court rat. I can read it, but don't ask me to pronounce any of that dog-howling yeehaw. You won't have to, for what I have in mind. There are some boxes near here that have Molehill plates on them. I want you to crack the codes on them. I imagine those boxes will have supplies of rations for the Molehill once they begin the siege. But I doubt they'll suspect we've tampered with them. If there are any rations, find a way to poison them. Then replace them in the boxes. Come back and find me once you're done. Well, at least that answers a few questions. We'd best be getting back to the battle in order. Is there anything else you need at the moment? Just for you three to be careful. We can't afford to lose any more men. I think we can handle that order. You stay out of harm's way as well, Duke. Arutha wouldn't forgive me if you somehow got arrows shot by a goblin archer. Farewell. Alright, well, we need the poison first. There's going to be lots of battles here. Don't you worry about that. James stared off and stared into the distance. After several seconds of contemplation, he turned and began to speak. Look at that tree over there. The lower limbs have all been hacked off. That either means that we're near someone's property line or someone was ensuring that they had unobstructed view of the area. If we continue in this direction, we should proceed with great caution. That's a fucking ambush if I've ever smelt one. Holy 3 witches! Make that 2 witches. See what a 20 spot does. Not enough. Oh yeah, Black Nimbus deactivates trap crystals. Interesting. These guys are all good to go. Just he's taking off. Some defense potions. We gotta not forget that we have a guy that buys everything, a North Warden. The armor's poisoned, or I don't know, but this is better armor. Does that mean if someone touches my bum bum, they'll get poisoned? I don't know. We're gonna need rooms for magical swords, that's all I know. Oh! Trying to fuck with Patras. No! Man, they got that poison shit. You're gonna get fucking dropped. Oh, I hope you ain't carrying metal. Fuck you! That's all right. Feeling groovy. Feeling groovy as fuck. Give me all your magical shit. You poison arrow having bastards. Look, you fucking shitty poison rations. Should have just waited around and let you eat them. Oh yeah. folks, it's going to wrap it up for this episode of Betrayal of Krondor. Stay tuned for more.